to detach yourself from it emotionally. See, I just look at myself like a waiter or a waitress. I think that's the best way to look at yourself. Because if we went to Applebee's after this, you guys know what happened? As soon as we were done eating, the waitress come rushing up to our table, right? And she'd go, "Hey, did you guys save any room for dessert?" She gave me this big smile. And what do you say right to her face just about every single time? No! Go get me a box. I'm stuffed. Let me ask you a question. Does she care? Your waitresses don't care? They just go next table, next table, next table, huh? My waitresses care. See, every time I tell them no, every time I tell them I don't want dessert, emotionally they're crushed because I told them no. So what they do is they take a chair. Every time I go to Applebee's. And they take this chair and they put it right next to my table. And then my waitress's shoulders, they always show like this. And my waitress's lips, they always go like this. And they always look at me and they go, "Dessert doesn't work." Does that happen to you guys? Okay, so that'd be crazy. I'm joking. So you guys are like, where the heck is this kid eating Applebee's? All right, so that would be crazy, right? I want you to think about this. Your waitress does this. You're going, "This chick, woohoo, she needs some help." But just wait, because I already know what you're going to do with World Ventures. See, the first person you talk to when you walk out of here, I already know who it is. It's your brother-in-law, Bill. Right? You're going to be all excited. You're going to screw the whole thing up. Right? You're going to try to explain it to him. When we get to the end, your brother-in-law Bill's going to look at you and he's going to go, "Well, that sounds stupid." And you're going to go, "Oh, I don't know if it works." Trust me of one specific thing. By the end of the weekend, you're going to figure out it works. It works real good. Some will, some won't. So what? Let me teach you something my mom taught me. Consider the source. It's your brother-in-law Bill who thinks this is stupid. What exactly are his credentials? Like, is he this really successful professional network marketer? That's why he thinks this is stupid? Is he a billionaire? Is he in Success Magazine? Or does he not have $25,000 in his bank account? Let me ask you all this question. If the goal today was to lose weight, would you run out of here and take weight loss advice from a fat person? Me neither. But then who are you listening to about money and business? See, I don't take weight loss advice from fat people, but I don't take business advice from broke people, and a lot of you do. My brother-in-law, you know what he told me? I drove 4 hours. This is almost 4.5 years ago, right when I was getting started. I drove 4 hours to go show my brother-in-law. I was all pumped up. He's broke, by the way. And when I got to the end, I said, "Hey, man, you ready to get started?" And he looked me in the eye that day, and he said, "Eric," I was brand new. He said, "Eric, I think you're an idiot for doing this." And they said, "Eric, most likely you're going to jail." That's what my broke brother-in-law told me 4.5 years ago. But I knew something important about life before I sat down with him that day. If I was going to buy somebody's opinion, I had to buy that person's lifestyle. Let's be careful when we leave here whose opinions and whose lifestyles we're all buying. To be clear, I do not want to live in the house my broke brother-in-law lives in. I want to live in David Peach's mansion. David Peach in network marketing. My broke brother-in-law is not. I don't want to drive the cars my broke brother-in-law drives. I want to fly Dave Watson's airplane. Dave Watson in network marketing. My broke brother-in-law is not. You know the fastest way I always figured out to get what I wanted? Quit listening, watching, and doing what all the broke friends around me were doing, and start listening, watching, and doing what successful people did. That names list is a list of 200 names. It's a deck of 200 cards. You know what your job is? Flip every card. Just show every person. Here's a tip. If the first card you flip when you leave here is a deuce, and it's your broke brother-in-law, don't stop flipping. Here's what I noticed about life. The same events that kill unsuccessful people actually motivate successful ones. You guys realize there's people that have heard this training, and they ran out of here, and they went and talked to their broke brother-in-law. And their broke brother-in-law told them they were an idiot and they were going to jail. And you know what that person did? They quit. That event is what made them quit. I remember looking my brother-in-law in the eye that day and thinking, I'm going to go make $1 million, you moron. See, I already know this. In life, if you're going to do anything worth doing, there's dream stealers coming. I already know they're coming. It's your choice how you react to them. The same event that happens to an unsuccessful person happens to a successful person. It's just how do you react? See, the unsuccessful people lets it kill them. The successful people lets haters be motivators. And when my brother-in-law told me I was eating and I was going to jail, I started going as fast as I could. My goal was to show 3 personals every day. I was going 8, 9, jack, 3, 4, deuce. I was just flipping my cards as fast as I could. I had zero emotional attachment to the answer. It's not my job to convince them to say yes. It's my job to flip the dang card and show the person. I'm going jack, 8, 9, deuce. I'm going, you get it? Come on, let's go. You get it? Come on, let's go. You don't stay home. 8, 9, jack. You get it? Let's go. You get it? Let's go. You don't? No $69 cruise for you. 8, 9, jack, 3, 4, deuce. Boom! Popped an ace for my left team. Then you guys know what I started doing? Started putting more cards, going jack, 8, 9, jack, 3, 4, deuce, deuce. Boom! Popped an ace for my right team. Now if you're brand new, let me teach you how you get paid. You get 2 teams, they go forever. It ain't about you. You know what we need to do when this training's over? We got to go out in that real world. We got to go find you 1 ace for your left team and 1 ace for your right team. You find that, it's payday. Game over. If you're... You don't believe me. Some of you going, nah, it can't be that easy. I want you to think about my story. I was brought to a presentation 4.5 years ago, just like you were. When that presentation's over, that girl brought me to a computer, just like you were brought to a computer, and she placed me on her left team. I want you all to think about something. Since the day I started, how much has that girl worried about her left team? See, you'll never meet her. Okay, but when everybody on my team shows up, she gets credit just the same way I do for almost 18,000 now. Because she flipped 1 ace. 1 ace left, 1 ace right, payday. So if we're going to find your aces, we got to flip your cards. I got to teach you one specific skill. Y'all need to become professional inviters. Professional inviters. There's not many in this room, so pay attention. If I wanted you, here's the biggest tip I could give you. If I wanted you here tonight at 7, I would have called you today at 4. That is the biggest tip that most people screw this business up with. See, if I would have called you on Friday to get you here Sunday at 7, you know what you would have told me? Oh yeah, I'm going to be there, 7 o'clock sharp. You know what the odds of you showing up at a presentation 72 hours after you confirmed is? It's 20%. And I hate wasting my time. But if I would have called Dave today at 4, I said, hey Dave, this sir. Listen, I don't have a lot of time right now. That's step 1. Be in a hurry. That's the one y'all skip. Listen, I don't have a lot of time right now. What are you doing tonight at 7? We're halfway done. He has 2 options. Number 1, he can say, he's free. That's called a win. What's the other option? Hey, David, sir, listen, I don't have a lot of time now. What are you doing at 7? Busy, he's got the kids. That's a loss. You got wins and you got losses. If you're going to treat this business like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. Most people treat this like a hobby. Hobbies cost you money. If you're going to treat this like a business, you should track it. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing. How many times, think about it, how many times every day are you calling people and saying, hey, what are you doing at 4? Hey, what are you doing at 7? They're saying nothing. That's called a win. The more wins you get right there, the more butts you get in the seats. I got a rule. The more butts you get in the seats, the more monies you makes. See, if you get a butt in the seat, we'll do the rest for you, won't we? See, we train for you, don't we? You just got to get the butt in the seat. We present for you. The DVDs, the tools do all that. You got to get a butt in the seat. You know where you screw it up, though? It's when you lose. You go, hey, Dave, this is Eric. Listen, I don't have a lot of time now. What do you do at 7? He goes, oh, I got the kids. Now, I was so excited in the beginning. I used to lose and then still try to play. Okay? So I'd be like, what are you doing tomorrow? What do you do next day? You got a line card where you start begging people to see information? Write this down. People don't follow beggars. They follow leaders. And we're not going to beg anybody to do this business because we got the deal and they don't. By the time we're done with this thing, they're going to be begging us, not the other way around. And what I did was even worse. I went like this one, hey, Dan, sir, listen, I don't have a lot of time right now. What are you doing at 7? He goes, oh, I got the kids. I used to go like this too. No, you don't. You gotta come see what I just saw. It's Professionals, Travelers, right legs, left. You try to explain the whole thing. It's called verbally vomiting. You know what they do right there? They go, whack. Remember I talked about those feelings that get hurt? You know where it happens? I figured out why people quit. When they leave and they try to explain it. When they leave and they try to sell it, bam, they get smacked. Instead of inviting, they try to explain it. Look at it like this. When you go to a presentation, it's like going to a movie. Have any of you ever went to a movie and then gone home and tried to explain it to someone? Did they have the same experience you had by actually going to the movie? Now, if you wanted to come movie with you tomorrow,